Hey, it's Matt here, and this is your market update for April 2019. Thanks again for tuning in this month. Well, when we look back at what happened over the last 30 days, there were 7,384 homes sold across DFW. That's actually up a little bit from a year ago, March. So a really great sign as we move into the second quarter. We also saw that home prices remain pretty stable. They were $329,840, so basically $330,000. That's actually flat compared to last year. So we are seeing a few more homes selling and prices are remaining steady. And we're also selling those homes sell really close to list price. Homes are selling for 96% of their list price, roughly the same as we've seen the last couple of months and consistent with the year prior. Homes are still taking a little longer to sell than we look back a year ago. Homes are selling at an average of 54 days on market, so closer to 2 months when we look at the market overall. I'll talk a little more later about what's going on in different price segments. When we look at what's on the market today, there are 18,221 active listings, and that represents about a 2.5 month supply of homes. So put another way, if we didn't list any new homes for the next 2.5 months, theoretically there'd be no more left for sale. Now, when we kind of look at the market more by segments, looking below the mainstream market for DFW, 85% of the homes in DFW that sell are under $450,000. And in that part of the market, it's very much a seller's market. There's less than 2 months of supply. When we kind of move into that 450, 750 range, it's a little more of a balanced market, so close to 6 months of supply. And then as we move into the luxury market, representing 750,000 plus, it's definitely a buyer's market. And I like to look at this market because it may be a good sign of what's to come in the rest of the market. Perhaps not, but it's very interesting because I'm seeing a lot of new homes come on the market, new luxury homes. However, way more than the pace that are selling. So I really expect to see a lot of inventory and a lot of supply sit in that luxury segment for quite a while. And that's why when we look at overall, we see 9, 10, last month, 12 months of supply in the luxury market. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you're a buyer, I always tell my buyers, be decisive. Looking back, 1 in 4 homes sold in 6 days or less. So the good homes are still selling very, very quickly. If you see it this weekend, there's a very good chance it won't be there next weekend. Even half of homes sell in 25 days or less. So we're still looking at homes selling very, very quickly, those top homes. And even though people think we're moving towards a buyer's market, when we look at the fundamentals, it's still very much a seller's market. So put your best foot forward. Choose a good lender, put a good offer in, and just be prepared to pay very close to that list price, because homes on average are still selling for 96% of their list price, as I said earlier. Now, if you're a seller, the market is changing a little, so it's important to have a good strategy. The 3 Ps of put a sign in the yard, put in the MLS and pray, that's no longer an effective approach. Probably never was, but it's especially not anymore. You want to have a good strategy and work with a professional. I really want to emphasize the importance of getting price right. It's difficult to do, and you want to look at not just what's happening historically, but what your competitors are doing in your neighborhood. 40% of the homes in the market right now have their price reduced, meaning they didn't really have a good pricing strategy going forward, and those homes are probably some of the ones we're seeing that are sitting there on the market quite a bit longer. Now, of course, all real estate's local, so what's going on in your city and your neighborhood could be different than DFW overall, but I hope this gives you a good sense of what's going on in our broad market. I still feel really confident, really bullish, especially moving into the spring season. I'm excited to see what happens in these next couple of months, and I look forward to connecting with you personally again soon. Take care.